Santa Anita season ends after 30 horse deaths, trainer ban. Arcadia, California. Santa Anita, there were no incidents during morning training hours or in the 10 races Sunday. About 20 protesters briefly toted signs outside an entrance to the track, calling attention to the deaths and condemning the sport. Hollendorfer had 2 horses entered to run closing day, but they, along with 2 others Saturday, were scratched by track stewards on the recommendation of a special panel convened to review horses' medical, training and racing history. The 73-year-old trainer was ordered by the Stronach Group to remove his horses from Santa Anita and Golden Gate Fields in Northern California, which are owned by the company. The 4th death in track ownership, said Hollendorfer, was no. No one from the Stronach Group spoke to the media Sunday despite a request.